Starting this morning's Business Insight, on Saturday, members of the local construction industry will come together for one of its biggest events. The 20th annual Celebration of Construction Gala is Saturday, October 17th at the Duke Energy Convention Center. The goal of the gala is to recognize, celebrate, and elevate the construction industry and its contributions to the civic, aesthetic, and economic well-being of the greater Cincinnati region. There are several honorees who will be recognized. Joining us this morning with a preview is D. Scott Gurney with Frost Brown Todd's Construction Practice Group and co-chair of this year's gala. He's with Business Courier editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio. Rob and Scott.
Peg, thanks very much. Scott, thanks for making the time to be here.
Thanks for having me.
It's a busy time for you because this is these awards don't run themselves, do they?
No, that's correct. That's right.
Really quickly, before we get into the topic, talk to me a little bit about the construction industry. Over the last couple years, it seems to be better, but is the recession still sort of something we're dealing with?
Well, we were hard hit by the recession, but if you look around at all the tower cranes and all the orange barrels and all the projects going on, construction's really coming back. And in fact, if you talk to a lot of the local contractors, they need new people to work on these projects. So there's a big demand in the construction industry right now for new people, whether it's project managers, superintendents, or foremen, or skilled tradespeople like welders. There's big demand, and I really encourage people to take a hard look at the construction industry for future employment.
Well, and it also makes the event itself probably a lot more smiles than it may have been a couple years ago. Tell me a little bit about the foundation, first of all, and why it exists to begin with.
Sure. Well, the Spirit of Construction Foundation really has two missions. The first is really to celebrate the achievements of the leaders in the construction industry.
Right.
These are people like entrepreneurs who maybe got the business started, or maybe these are mentors who are kind of pushing the industry along, or innovators in the areas of safety or things like that. So these are people that we want to celebrate and recognize their achievements, and that's what we do in our gala. The second part of it, and frankly the more important part of the mission, is the fundraising that we do. That the foundation does. We're able to contribute funds to some outreach programs and also to scholarships to help really bring young people into the industry. So the outreach programs include things like summer camps for kids in construction, or construction clubs that are provided in some of the schools, and then kind of construction for a day type events at the various high schools. And the whole thing is really to inform kids and students about the advantages of the construction industry, so hopefully they'll consider it for the future.
So tell the viewers a little bit more about the gala itself.
Yeah, the gala, as you mentioned, will be on October 17th. It'll be at the Duke Energy Center. This will be the 20th year for the gala. And we had, I remember going to the first event 20 years ago, 1996. It was at the Phoenix. We had 200 people at the event. This year, we're pleased that we'll have over 1,200 people.
Wow.
The event's going to be sold out, and we're really looking forward to it. We have Dr. Santaona is going to be our keynote speaker. We're really looking forward to that. And really the best part of the event is that we're going to be able to raise more than $200,000 to give back to these outreach programs and the scholarships that I talked about.
Oh, that's fantastic. You're an attorney with Frost. That's a job that's probably 2 or 3 jobs. How are you finding it? Why did you decide to get involved in this? How are you finding the time to do this?
From having been involved and gone to the galas in the past, and then with having clients involved in the Spirit, I knew about the good work that the Spirit has done. So when I had a client call me and ask me to get involved in it, it was a really easy thing for Scott Brown and I to kind of become co-chairs of the event, and we jumped right in.
So is there anything that's left to be done? Is everything sort of set up? Do you know what Santa's going to be speaking about? I mean, obviously UC is a school that really has a sort of a depth of real estate and construction knowledge.
Right.
Is everything ready to go?
We're pretty well ready to go. Yeah. I think I'm sure we'll be surprised by a few things, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't want to give away the secrets.
No, and I don't want you to either. Hey, thank you so much for being here, and good luck with Saturday's event.
Thanks for having me.
And back to you.
All right, thanks, gentlemen.